What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Exotic Astrology. And today I am making this video in my mobile on a short notice by somebody on Kalasarpa Yoga because the situation now in the transits of the planets in the sky today and for some days from now is a bit turbulent because there is a particular yoga which has formed in the sky. It is known as Kalasarpa Yoga. Kalasarpa Yoga happens when all the planets, for example, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, all of these, all the other seven planets come on one side of Rahu and Ketu. So, how is this yoga happening now? Because Rahu has moved to Cancer and Ketu has moved to Capricorn, and Moon, Venus, Mercury, Mars are in Leo, Jupiter is in Libra, and Saturn is in the last degrees of Scorpio. And Sun has moved into Virgo today. That means all the planets are between the sign of Cancer and Capricorn on one side, and there is no planet on the other side. The sign Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius is empty. It's fully empty. So there you see there this yoga has come. Now what happens when this yoga is there in somebody's birth horoscope or during transits? What does Rahu Ketu represent? Rahu Ketu represents our past, which simply means in transit when this yoga is occurring that fated events from our past lives will be coming back, or we will be encountering situations which are highly unexpected. Yes, till the time the planets are there on one side of the Rahu Ketu axis, which we known as. Therefore, it is very important that we take proper precautions and necessary measures so that we do not have to create a sorry scenario for ourselves. And especially, this will be revolving around three zodiac signs: Cancer, Capricorn, and Leo, because there are four planets in Leo now, and Moon will be there for the next two and a half days, and then it will leave. So, but still, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are placed in the sign of Leo. So, what is Cancer? Cancer is emotions, home, motherly nourishment, etc. And Capricorn is your work. And Leo is what? Leo is the sign ruled by the sun, our ideals, our fixity, our determination, our strength, our power, our dominance, our authority, our ability to exert ourselves, our ability to be fixed in something. That is the sign of Leo. And because most of the planets are either of these three signs, yes. And why I'm speaking of Cancer and Capricorn, because Rahu Ketu becomes very important because they are the ones who form this yoga, which clearly tells me that there will be some fated events in our life wherever this Rahu Ketu axis is falling, depending on the ascendant. For example, if you are a Aries ascendant, then Rahu is in your fourth house and Ketu is in your 10th house, and all the other planets are in your the other side of the horoscope. Yes, we all know how to see the placement of planets from the transits. That means that part of your life will become very much demanding now. For example, for Aries ascendant, from the houses 4th to 10th will become very demanding now. And fated events related to these houses will come. And for Libra ascendants, it's the opposite. For Libra ascendants, from houses 10 to 4, all the planets are situated there, right? Which means there will be too much demand on this side. On the other side, on the houses like 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, first house, second house, third house, and fourth house. That means if you are planning to do something related to for Libra ascendants, I'm saying anything related to career or work or promotion, this is a fabulous time. You can do it till the time the planets like Mercury, Venus, and Sun they stay and do not cross the sign of Cancer. Oh, sorry, Capricorn, where Ketu is, and it will happen near about around 15 January of next year. So these 6 months are very powerful for Libra ascendants, or depends wherever these signs are falling, and even for Aries ascendants. If you are planning to get married or settle down, this is a very good time because Jupiter has also entered your seventh house. Yes. So see there, you know how to do, how to read such things, and we may have a tendency to pretend that no, this is not happening, that is not happening. But let me warn that whatever we are thinking in those areas may not be actually what is going to happen, because Rahu Ketu digs out things from the past and from the past lives. That means we need to very cautious. We need to be very cautious in terms of playing the cards. Do not play very high. Play it safe. Do not take much risks, because you may think that I will put this and then things will go haywire later and you will be wondering, oh my god, what happened? Which is not very good. And especially it will be related to your work and home, things related to that, because it is the sign of Cancer and Capricorn. Rahu Ketu are placed there, right? And the new moon is also occurring on 20th morning, when sun and moon will be conjunct together in Uttar Falguni Nakshatra in the sign of Virgo. That means during those days, 28th, 21st, the sign of Virgo will become equally prominent than Leo. And that is why many people will start making schedules. Okay, they will start making routines and properly planning out things, because Virgo is the sign of planning and execution, etc. Execution is more of Capricorn, Virgo is more of planning. And if you have prominent planets in the sign of Leo, especially because by 2 days, maybe by 19th, Venus will be in 4 degrees of Leo. Now it is already in 2 degrees. Now why 4 degrees? Because why I'm saying important things about the 4 degree, because the solar eclipse which happened on 21st August this year in Leo happened in 4 degrees, when sun was in 4 degrees exactly. And whenever planets will cross that point, then significations related to that planet or whichever houses that planet is ruling in our chart, those things will become suddenly active again. So for Aries ascendant, Venus rules which houses? Venus rules the second house and the seventh house, family, relationships, yes, wealth. So something trigger related to that will happen. And the opposite is true for a Libra ascendant, where Venus rules the first house and the eighth house. So some transformation, some major event can happen in your life near about these days. Especially the Kalasarpa yoga is there, and Mercury Venus, Venus will cross this 4 degree point, and it is also with Mars, and Mercury is also there. After being retrograde, finally it has gone direct. That means the sign of Leo will have prominence till the end of this month, I guess, and or roughly till October first week. After that, Mercury Venus will leave Leo, and then the Leo energy will not be prominent anymore. But now Leo energy will be very prominent, and it is very prominent now, because because that's a fire sign. Fire sign is a very strong sign, especially sign like Leo. So when Venus and Mercury has gone into Leo, And Mars, what does it show? That we are very much fixed about our ideals of what is pleasure, of what is right, what is wrong. Mercury, Venus. And Mars is our ability to take action. So people are like, I'll break his head if he doesn't do what I say. So the essence of this transits and the eclipse point where Venus will cover and the new moon which is happening in Virgo and the Kalasarpa yoga overall is that try to maintain humility. Do not take things for granted because fated events can occur. Things can be taken away from you. So please be careful when you think that this will always be there with me and I can do whatever I want. Well, no, sir. Now Rahu Ketu is telling, I will give you surprises. And you don't know what Rahu brings, right? And what Ketu brings from the past. So maintain humility. Do not be very much stubborn. Do not be very much egoistic, very idealistic, because this can happen because of the presence of so many planets in Leo. And do not become very particular about things that, oh, this has to be like this only, because the eclipse, the new moon is happening in Virgo, right? And because Rahu Ketu is now controlling all these planets, because everybody is within the snake, axis of the snake, so it will decide what happens and what not. Okay, so that is it from my side. This is kind of an emergency video which I made because I wanted that everybody benefit from this. And when Rahu Ketu covers all the planets in Kalasarpa Yoga, it is a very great time to please our ancestors and do the Pitru Tarpan etc. because Rahu Ketu also represents our ancestors, because not directly but we have come from them and they represent our past, right? So that is why this is a very good time to do things for the ancestors and then please them, by which we can get success in our life and offer our gratitude to God and maintain humility and be broad minded and give everybody their space. Okay, so until next time, I wish you great luck. Bye bye, see you.